A woman came to me broken, asking me to share her story anonymously. She gave everything, paid his rent, cleared his bills, rebuilt his entire life. Then found he was cheating. She's drowning in pain and doesn't know how to survive this. Please, she needs your advice. Listen, I need to talk to you all about something that's been weighing on my heart. A woman reached out to me lately, and I promised her I wouldn't use her name, that I'd keep her identity safe. But she's desperate for advice, for answers, for anything that might help her breathe again. So I'm bringing this to you, hoping someone out there has the words she needs to hear. She came to me shaking, not visibly trembling, but I could feel it. That internal earthquake that happens when your entire world has fallen and you're trying to hold the pieces together with bare hands. She sat down, looked at me with eyes that had cried themselves dry, and said, "I don't know who else to talk to. I can't tell my family. I can't face my friends. But I need help." And then she told me everything. This woman, let's protect her. Let's just say she's someone who could be your sister, your friend, your daughter. She spent 3 years loving a man who she thought was her future. 3 years of planning, thinking, building. She described falling in love with him like it was yesterday. The way he looked at her, the way he made her feel special, how he talked about their future with such certainty that she never doubted they'd get there together. But then life happened to him. He lost his job. And this is where her voice started breaking when she told me. She said she watched the man she loved crumble, watched his confidence drain away, watched him fall into this dark place where he couldn't see his own worth. And what did she do? She caught him. She held him up with everything she had. She paid his rent when the eviction notice came. Not just once, multiple times. $3,000 here, $2,500 there. She didn't think twice about it because that's what love does, right? You don't let the person you love become homeless. You don't let them suffer when you have the means to help. Then it was his car. Repossessed. Gone. She co-signed on a new loan. Put down $3,000 because he needed to get to interviews, needed to keep some dignity, needed to not feel like a complete failure. She saw it as an investment in their future. The credit card bills came next. $12,000 across 3 different cards. He was drowning in it, and she could see it killing him slowly. The stress, the shame, the constant calls from collectors. So she paid it off. Every single penny. She moved money from her savings account, the one she'd been building since she was 22, and she cleared his slate. Phone bill, electricity, water, car insurance, groceries. She covered it all. Month after month after month. Her own savings went. She stopped getting her nails done, canceled her gym subscription, started buying generic brands at the food store, and skipping meals to stretch her budget. She was eating ramen for dinner so he could have steak. When she told me this part, she started crying. Not the loud, showy crying, the quiet kind that's somehow worse. Tears just rolling down her face while she tried to keep talking. She said, "I didn't mind. I really didn't. I loved him. I thought we were in this together. I thought when he got back on his feet, we'd be better for it." And he did get back on his feet. 6 months ago, he got a good job. Better than before. She was so relieved, she cried happy tears for the first time in over a year. Finally, things were looking up. He took her to dinner, told her she saved his life, called her his angel. She believed every word. But here's where it gets awful. Here's where this woman's voice completely broke when she was telling me. 3 weeks ago, she found out he's been cheating on her. For months. While she was draining her bank account to keep him alive, he was sleeping with another woman. She found out by chance. A message on his iPad that he'd left at her place. Some lady named Jasmine with a heart emoji, talking about last night and can't wait to see you again. She opened the thread, and I don't blame her, who wouldn't, and found months of messages, months of him taking this other woman to nice places, weekend trips, buying her things, all with the money from the job that her sacrifice had made possible. The meeting devastated her. She said she couldn't even recognize the man standing in front of her. He didn't apologize. Instead, he blamed her. He actually told her that she had emasculated him by helping, that she made him feel like less of a man. That this Jasmine woman made him feel good about himself because she didn't see him at rock bottom. Can you imagine? The woman who saved him, who loved him through his darkest time, who actually kept him from being homeless. He turned that into a reason to cheat. He made her kindness, her loyalty, her love into something ugly and suffocating. She told me she just stood there in shock, unable to understand what she was hearing. All she could think about was the $30,000 she'd figured she spent on him. $30,000. That was a down payment on a house. That was a new car. That was financial protection. And he threw it in her face, like she'd done something wrong by loving him. Now she's here, 3 weeks later, totally destroyed. She said she can't sleep anymore. When she closes her eyes, she sees his face. She hears his voice making excuses. She thinks about Jasmine, wondering what this other woman has that she doesn't. Is she prettier? Funnier? Better in bed? What made her worth abandoning someone who gave everything? During the day, she said she's barely managing. She cries in her car during lunch breaks, sits in parking lots trying to pull herself together before going back to work. She's lost weight because food tastes like cardboard. Her friends keep asking what's wrong, but she can't tell them. She's too ashamed, too embarrassed. She feels like the biggest fool who ever lived. And he's already moved on, already posting pictures with Jasmine on social media, going to brunch, taking selfies, acting like those 3 years with her never happened. Like she was just a pit stop on his way to something better. Like her sacrifice meant absolutely nothing. This woman asked me questions I couldn't answer. She said, "Was I just stupid? Did I do this to myself? Should I have seen it coming? Why wasn't my love enough? How do I trust anyone again? How do I look at myself in the mirror without seeing an idiot?" She wants to know if she should try to get her money back, if there's any possible recourse, if she should tell Jasmine what kind of man she's really with, if she should expose him openly or take the high road. She's torn between wanting revenge and wanting to just hide and heal. But mostly, she wants to know how to survive this. How to wake up tomorrow and the day after that when everything inside her feels dead. How to believe she has worth when someone she valued so much treated her like she was disposable. How to ever open her heart again without being afraid of being used. She asked me to bring this to you because she's sinking, and she needs a lifeline. She needs someone who's been here to tell her what to do. She needs to hear that she's not stupid, that she's not alone, that this pain won't last forever, even though right now it feels like it will kill her. So I'm asking you, begging you, if you've survived something like this, please share your knowledge. Tell her how you healed. Tell her what helped. Tell her what you wish someone had told you when you were in this dark place. Should she cut all contact? Should she face him again? Should she warn the other woman? Should she seek therapy? How does she rebuild her self-worth? How does she stop reviewing every moment, wondering where she went wrong? This woman is smart, kind, giving, and beautiful. But right now, she can't see any of that. All she sees is someone who was used and dumped. Someone who gave everything and ended up with nothing. Please help her. Please tell her something that will make tomorrow feel possible. Because right now, she's barely holding on. What would you tell her? How can she find her way out of this pain?